What's the motherfucking deal? Make sure you cut that off, cut the game off. What's going down? Hopefully I got everything on the right shit. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Reed, Storm, Butter Squad. What's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Are we activated? Boo the Texans fan. What's the motherfucking deal? Let me make sure I got already. Trent Almighty. Okay, that's what's up. Live at the game right now. What's that atmosphere looking like? King, Max, Clifford, Rolise, Trent. I could say, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's make sure I got it on the right shit. Already ready with the brewski. Man, this will be a pretty interesting game. You know, I've calmed down a little bit. You know, say fuck it, we're gonna ride with what we got. And let me make sure I got everything here sitting correctly. There we go. Oh, 1 second. But yeah, like I said, it should be interesting. You know, Savage has had a full week, you know, of practice, no excuses. You know, it's just gonna be time to go. It's just gonna be time to play. I mean, there are no more excuses. I mean, this is the Rams. The Rams have a pretty potent offense. They're out there. They're putting up points. And we used to do that. You know, it seems like it's been forever since that's happened. It's been a while. It's I want to get behind. I mean, let me rephrase that. I want to be on Team Savage, and I know I was Savage Life, and I was trying to root for him and give him a chance and all that other stuff, man. But I mean, I'm a cheer for him. I want him to do well. That's the only choice that we have is to cheer for him. I mean, if we want to see the team do well, we got to hope that Savage does well. But I just don't see it. I don't know. I mean, it just I don't know. Excuse me. And so it's hard to get, honestly, it's hard to get optimistic about the shit. You know, it's hard for me to say that I feel like we're going to win because I just don't see it. It took us a while to get going against the Colts, and then even then, at the end of the game, we had a chance to take care of business. It just didn't work out. I'm not excited. You know, just to be honest about it. Man, you disappeared at that Memphis game, Zach. What happened to you, man? Matter of fact, like I said, you're still early, and I forgot. You know, make sure we do. I left my little notebook too. Make sure we do the roll call, man. Everybody shout out. Let me know where y'all from, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're from the city, what side you from? If you're from outside the city, you know, show love to where you at. It's all love. Man, that's how it was supposed to be, Zach. Come on, you know that first one was supposed to be like that. We just started playing bad, man. You know what I'm saying? You say you finna go side to the side, chick house. Oh, man. We got to watch the game, man. You never know what happens. Well, this could be the birth of a Savage. You know what I'm saying? This could be, you know, maybe last week it took him some adjusting. And what if he come out and ball? I mean, what if he come out and he really lay it down? Already East Free Bobby Shmurda, East Downtown, Edo, okay. Beaumont, Arkansas, Baytown, what's up? Baytown, Dirty Bay, I see you. Houston, Austin, North Side to that North Side, okay. Yeah, you know, Zach, a old Tennessee ass, old Meth Mountain ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Man, y'all ain't gonna see us in the playoffs. Y'all ain't gonna want that action, man. I'm telling y'all. And the thing is, y'all got to realize, even though we supposed to be talking Texans, you know, I'm still gonna show a little love to the Rockets, man. You got to realize Chris Paul ain't came back, and that's the thing. Once Chris Paul comes back, there's never that offense will never have a lull in that offense. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be nonstop. It's gonna be real hard to keep up with that pace. You know what I'm saying? The way Eric Gordon playing right now too, shit. He gonna be coming off the bench, shit. It's gonna be real hard. I told him, man. I told him that it was gonna be that Thunder was gonna be trash. All right, Cypress, okay. Cypress College Station. You know what I'm saying? Los Angeles already. I'm saying Comanche, Texas. Yeah, okay. We got some more Beaumont. All right. Yeah, man. Big Steve, what's the motherfucking deal? You know what I'm saying? Um, but like I say, man, these Texans, you know, and I almost felt the same way. Like, I mean, I'm not even gonna watch it. I'm not gonna support it. But I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna watch it, and I've been through the suffering. And if we got to suffer some more, you know, to get back to the promised land, and hey, you know, we're gonna make it do what it do. But like I say, but it's giving Deshaun time to chill and study. So you know that if we fall out of contention this year, which we're never out of it, you're never out of it. Um, the future is bright for next year. But the things, you know, we have to worry about those little nuances. You know what I'm saying? And those things like free agents wanting to come to the Texans. You know, are they going to be wanting to more to play with Deshaun or deal with the other shit? And I think that having a chance to play with a guy like Deshaun would override a lot of that extra shit because I mean that dude is a once in a lifetime talent. And if you have the opportunity and you're really trying to do something, I think people would be more willing to deal with that. I know a lot of people are talking about, you know, get rid of Bill O'Brien, but I don't think that's going to happen because what you got to realize is Bill O'Brien is what's keeping it. He's the glue that's keeping this whole situation together. You know what I'm saying? I think the Texas players, to me, that they love Bob. So I don't think you see that happen. You get rid of Bob, then there's going to be some trouble. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man up. What's the deal? Sarita Dream. No, I'm not gonna stream it. Like I said, I just do before and after commentary. I had a sauce line up for after the game, so we're gonna try to get the call-ins going. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, let me go ahead and get them predictions. I forgot what I said. I think I ended up saying like something like 30, 35, 13. I don't even remember. I need to start writing that shit down. But I'm not what happened? Who was that? That's Pac-Man. Pac-Man Jones went down. Um, I'm counting 14-3 Rams, 17-13, 24-20 Texans. Yates comes in first quarter. 28-21 Texans win. Uh, Never called a good man. I didn't want to do it, but like I say, early in the week, I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, man, I just don't have confidence in what they're trying to do. Man, what's the deal, Wink? What's going down, man? I'm telling you, man, I'm just feeling like because the fact that they went out on the reach to go get Josh Johnson says, well, this is the type of guy we want to run this offense. Savage is not that guy. Gates is not that guy, but he has a little bit of he can't he's not that mobile, but you know he's more mobile than Savage. He can do a little bit of something, you know what I'm saying? But so that tells me what they really want to do versus what they're trying to do. So I don't really have confidence in that, and then especially with Johnson, he's not even playing this game. He's not even activated. So I mean, we're just gonna see. Like I said, I'm gonna hope for the best. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I'm going to say I'm gonna say 27-20. but I think we fall a little bit short. I think we fall a little bit short. I think special teams makes a play. I think defense makes a play, put us in a good position. We score off that. I think offense maybe sustains a drive. But I think, defense just gives up a big play late, and I think we end up falling short. So it's in 23-20 Texans, 24-21 Texans. Clowney gonna ball today. Who is it? I'm thinking of. I said we got to look out for. It slipped my mind. I got a little bit under control before we started to roll, but hey, this shit happens. Let me see. I missed a couple of comments. So Jags about to fucking lose. Oh shit! Touchdown! They just scored. Shit. Oh no, that's earlier highlights. I'm tripping. You think the Rams it's a trap game? You think they overlook it? I mean, it could happen. It really could happen, man. We'll say 0-57. Damn. Man, that's what I'm saying. I get a lot of people still telling me that the notifications ain't going through. But what's the motherfucking deal, Duck Scout? Yeah, I got to figure out why that happens. Okay. The Chargers up 17-14. Man, we got to look out for Gurley. We got to look out for Austin, a guy like Austin, with some speed who can, because with guys with speed, they tend to fuck us up the same way Will Fuller had that effect on other teams when Watson was there, and still kind of does. Guys who have speed like that, they do the same shit to us, and so that's what happened. I'm hoping Foreman gets his first. I've been wanting Foreman to get that first TD for a while, and I think now with Savage holding down the fort, if you want to call it holding down, but at the reins, it's going to be harder for Foreman to get that. I think he definitely had a better chance of having that happen by now if Deshaun was still quarterbacking, because that just opened everything up. Man, I feel you, man. I feel you. I don't want to go against them, but I'm just so my thoughts have changed so much this week on just the whole situation. And like I say, I don't care if you against Kaepernick, but the fact that you just go reach for Josh Johnson, and that says what you really want to do. I think that just blows my mind. That tells me that they're not, as an entire organization, the team itself, I know they're doing what they can with what they have, but as an organization from the top, the ownership to the bottom, are not completely committed to winning. And so I have to fucking, I'm just kind of feeling a little down. I mean, I'll be honest with you, but I'm not turning against, from, like I say, the coaching staff, the team, the motherfuckers that's actually on the field, even though, the ownership and them, they be on the field on the sideline sometimes too, but fuck that. I'm just saying, you got to make a move. To me, it's about the winning, just the same way I say it's all about the team. When it comes to the players, I feel the same way about the ownership, so I'm not going to hold them to a different standard. Regardless of the politics and shit. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's very unfortunate, but yeah, just like you say, it is what it is. I didn't even see you say that shit. I'd like an upset, because that way, if I'm rooting the wrong way, I would be very happy to be completely wrong in this situation. I mean, I would be more than happy to be wrong and admit it. It would be great. It hurts me. It hurts me to go against the Texans. Like I said, I'm just trying to find a glimmer of hope, but I'm not seeing what it's going to be that's going to, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we are talking about Hopkins, like you say. Hopkins might, he might go off, he might make it shake, but Savage just got to put the ball in play. I mean, who knows? I hope that it happens. I hope, like I say, I hope I'm completely wrong. I hope I have to come back on the post game stream and be like, you know what? I don't know shit because I don't know shit. Like I say, I'm not an expert. I say I'm just a fan. I'm a fan talking to the fans. We just having a conversation about our our favorite teams, about H-Town teams and everything. So it is what it is. But like I said, I just don't see it. I don't see it happening unless Yates come in and he does the TJ thing. He stay on point with it. I have no idea. I have no idea, man. So who is going to be the surprise player of the game? Because it's always somebody unexpected. Now we know who the stars are. We know who to expect. Who's going to have who we expect to have a big game. But who do you think is going to be the surprise player of the game? And what's their stat line going to be? Braxton Miller. Is Braxton active? I don't think I saw his name on the inactive list. Kevin Johnson, Braxton. We got a bunch of Braxtons. We got some Lamar. Oh no, a bunch of Lamar Millers. Lamar Braxton, CJ. Oh, Fedorowicz. I didn't forgot. That's definitely a storyline I forgot to speak on. CJ Fedorowicz is back. He has returned. Hey, that's big. That's very big. Because I'm thinking, if 17 could see success with Fedorowicz, then why can't Savage see success with Fedorowicz? That's something to account for. I mean, Fedorowicz hasn't been here for a while. You don't have a lot of. I mean, you can watch last year's film, but maybe he stepped it up a notch. But Griffin is gone. So Braxton Lamar Miller, my ass. They say we fucked. There's somebody showing off out there. Can we turn Braxton Miller into a DB? I don't know. That's an interesting. That's an interesting idea. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he can cover. The thing about it is he probably would be a good DB because it's from being a quarterback, he would know routes. He's athletic. It could be anything, man. So, say he'd be better than Kareem. Sauce Trail, what's the motherfucking deal? You said Braxton needs to play more. Braxton Hart ain't being a wide receiver like Terrell Pryor was. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Maybe seeing the other side of the ball might be the thing. They need to. Because he has those advantages. That's just something to consider. I don't expect that to happen, but he's athletic. Like I say, you've done the receiver thing, especially in a complex offense like Bill O'Brien's. You've done the quarterback thing, so you would be able to read routes. You would be able to. You should be able to know what's going on a little bit better from the perspective of a quarterback and a receiver, but as a DB to be able to see that, that just gives you an advantage. I don't know. I have no idea. Now we don't want to put him at QB. Put Braxton at DT. Man, shit. It would be something to try. I don't know if he would be open to that shit. You know what I'm saying? It would be very interesting. But all right, man up. That's a wrap, man. I appreciate you following through. Shit. It depends. It's not a glory position. I know they like those glory positions especially you'd have been a quarterback and a receiver. But shit, he might be. Who knows? He could have the talent to be a corner. You never know unless you try. You can't be like Tim Tebow and not be willing to try that shit. Tim Tebow was just, if I'm not going to be a quarterback, I ain't going to be shit. Man, Tim Tebow would have been a great fucking tight end. Tim Tebow could have been a star tight end right now in the league. But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I say. I know that shoulder out of there. But then that shoulder still might be a problem, for tackling and shit. You know, that might be a thing, but who knows? Yeah, absolutely. Bruce Ellington is exactly what we expected from him, but you know, like I say, maybe I but then I like I say, you know, throwing some packages in for him. So, I mean, maybe they did because I mean, that's probably one of the better things they could do because we know that Savage is struggling. They need to put some trick plays in there. Maybe they put some things in there. Maybe that's why Braxton. I mean, is he active? Before I go off saying that he is, but assuming that he is active, that they have some trick plays available for him and can make that shit shake. You know. Before I'm just saying some off the wall shit. The Saints game was crazy. Y'all say that shit in Chicago, the touchdown turned into the touchback. So Braxton's playing today. So yeah, they probably got a little something in there for him to run maybe some little misdirection, little trick plays, some something. We got enough guys with some speed who can do some things that I don't see why they wouldn't. We'll just have to see what happens. Like I say, yeah, I'd like to see Mr. Yates in the game, but I don't know. We just gonna see what takes place. It's hard for me to be optimistic because I just think what they're doing is counterintuitive. I think that they want to go in a certain direction with a certain style of quarterback, run a certain style of offense, but they're running with what they got, and then they're just gonna say, "Fuck it, we're just gonna do this. This is just what we're gonna do." And so I don't think that's the best idea. So, I mean, you know, be instantly better than Kevin Johnson. I don't know, man. Like I say, you know, it's harder. It's harder to play DB. That's one of the hard. To me, that might be one of the hardest. Play cornerback might be the hardest position to play because you're going against some of the most talented, most athletic guys in the game at all times, and. And you got to be able to stop these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to react to what they're doing and still make motherfucking plays. You know, yeah. So like I say, right now, shit, he just kills animals. You say, mate, I don't know about Kaiser getting cut. They're gonna run with Kaiser, I think, for a little bit. I doubt they cut him. You know what I'm saying? He just kills animals. Be the ram killer, yeah, Colts killing, the ram killing. You know, anything that fucks around on a farm, you know what I'm saying, he gonna be after it. So that shit might be the shit. Word. What's the Jags? So I changed. I was watching the NFL Network channel, but I changed it over to the game to see what's going down. But so I'm just saying, man, I don't know. That's a little crazy idea for Braxton. But CJ may come into play. CJ may definitely come into play because he's been practicing the last few weeks, but actually getting the game is going to be interesting. We're going to see because, you know, practice is one thing, but actually having, you know, game speed is different because everything counts. So people are playing a little bit harder. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens, man. No, I'm not co-signing to the. I must be watching the wrong fucking channel. Okay, no, that's coming up next. But let's see. That's what it is. See, like if Deshaun was still playing, they'd be having a 3-hour pregame show and shit. But so it's just, man, it's just unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that we're in the situation that we're in right now because you could just tell it's like a lot of the excitement has just disappeared, and that's awful. It's awful. It's hard to get excited, man. But I'm hoping. Let me see. I heard everybody say they're a breakout guy. I think Foreman gonna go off for some big runs today. I know about Aaron Donald and everything else. I think Foreman gonna go off for some big runs today. 9-7. The way I feel right now, it's almost 9-7 if we're fortunate. Oh shit! That fucking bull ride shit ain't no joke. Damn, you saying 4-12? Shit, you say 6-10. 5-11, Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, let's get a heat check. Let's get a heat check for how are y'all feeling? What are y'all calling the season right now? So, like I said, we got 6-10, 4-12, 5-11, 5-11. We're gonna have a savage losing streak. 7-9, man. We can't go. We still got a couple of dubs, but we can't take away the dubs we already got. 8-8, 7-9. They got another 5-11, more 8-8s. Man, anybody who says 10-6, y'all been doing ecstasy. 8-8, 7-8-1, some 8-8s. Yeah, you say not even worth making a prediction, man. I mean, this year will be talked about though, because this is the birth of Deshaun Watson's NFL career. So this year will be talked about. It'll be a what if year, as long as we don't lose every single game here on out. I mean, if we can break, if we can go 500, hopefully. If we can go 500, hopefully. Man, you know, it'll be in the conversation of just interesting years, because this was the year that Deshaun got his start on. But outside of that, shit, you know what I'm saying? Everybody say that blue magic. Um, yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's another thing you mentioned. We're talking about, yeah, going up against Wade Phillips. You know, uh, like I say, it's going to be a very interesting. This game, this game though, even with Deshaun at the helm, it was already one of those games that you said we'd have to question, because, LA has been playing well. I keep wanting to call them St. Louis. They've been playing well, regardless, and so it would have been, I think, a shootout. Now I think it's going to be. I don't know, man. I'm not confident. Like I said, I'm gonna be rooting for my Texans. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be cheering hard. I'll be experiencing the full spectrum of emotions, I'm sure, because I'm gonna overreact on the slightest little good things, and definitely overreact on every little bad play. Why didn't we capitalize? But we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what shakes, man. And I'm just being honest. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to it at all. I'm not as excited as I would be. I mean, none of us are. So I don't even know why I'm saying that. None of us are excited as we would be if Deshaun was at the wheel. So we got some 5-11. Man, Sammy Walker's gonna have a big game. Yeah, man. Hopkins and Fuller's gonna eat when that man. Say we don't need to lose. No, we only need some offensive tackles and special teams may try to win. Nothing we need would be taken in the first round. I mean, yeah, you could possibly find some good linemen uh, in some later rounds, but I think what's going to end up happening is they're going to end up packaging some of those picks, and they're going to end up coming out with they're going to come up with some. They're going to find a way to get. They're going to find a way to get into the first round. It may be late, but they'll find a way. And then the Browns, they're out there trying to play money ball, so they'll find a way to finagle the Browns for that pick back. You know, maybe so you finna call Bob. Well, excuse me, pardon me. Christian comes back next week. That's how long it's already been that long. Damn, what, week 11? Man. Yeah, we go like that, and that's the thing, though. Yeah, with old linemen too, you're going to be playing a lot of guessing games, and as you can see, it's taking Davenport a little bit, but I didn't even really expect to see Davenport at all this season. But I guess with Dwayne holding out for so long, and injuries and other things like that, I mean, I guess he's really been pushed into the front. But he started actually last game. So I think he'll come along. He'll be all right. I'm still not sure about Newton. I mean, because we can't forget about Newton, but I don't think yeah, right here when you just saying that shit, just can't forget about Newton. Newton's coming back, and that's something to consider. But will Derek Newton be the same, man? You got to think about that. I'll be honest, if that was me getting injured the way Dan Fouts and Ian Eagle, I hate commentators. I hate them all. Even though I'll be commentating my ass off, but not during the game, so it don't count. um, it's an interesting thing not an interesting thing. It's a strange thing about it because if that would have happened to me, I'd have been like, hey, look, I'd have stuck along as long as I'm getting paid. If it's in my contract that I can still get paid, but then after I'd retire, I'd be like, fuck that. Fuck that. I want to walk again. I'd be. But Newton was becoming much better. Newton was becoming much better. As I say, we ain't gonna see Newton till next season, but we're thinking ahead now. Newton was a solid tight. He was better than what we got on the roster right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't think he's gonna have that the mobility. I think it's gonna be a little bit difficult for him. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'd like to know where he's at. Coming along right now. What about Quessenberry? Isn't Quessenberry still on the practice squad? Okay. Well, here's the deal. I didn't let the time slip from me. If we go ahead, let me go ahead and get situated. You know what I'm saying? Because the game about to get going. But I'm a chunk of deuce to y'all. I'm going to tell y'all stay saucy. We're going to come back live right after the game. And I'm going to have the sauce line activated. We're going to call in. We're going to talk shit about the good, the bad, and everything in between. So with that being said, I'm chugging up a deuce. Stay saucy. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. I'll catch y'all after the game.